Diggy diggy the mom and on. Diggy diggy the mom and on. Diggy diggy the mom and on. Oh, I diggy diggy the mom and on. Oh, I say dear, I come say dear, I come say dear, I come.
Clinic are an English band who were formed in Liverpool in 1993 under the name Pure Morning. They obviously changed name at some point. They are known for wearing surgical masks and outfits in concerts and press shots. So the picture that you're seeing now is their masks are not just to do with COVID. They are part of their image. They're known for using instruments that they found in second-hand shops and flea markets and things like that. And they have released 9 albums so far. Hi, my name's Dan, as it always is, and this is the first album by Clinic, and it's my first encounter with them as a band, so therefore with this album as well. I found this a little hard to describe, or at least to stick in a genre, but it's kind of, it's certainly got a lo-fi-ness to it and garage-ness to it. I think Acclaimed Music claim that it's indie rock. I think it's more alt rock. Although, if you asked me to explain the difference, I would say that alt rock is probably less conventional than indie rock generally, and this has certainly got a certain lack of conventionality to it. There's all sorts of different sounds going on here. I mean, there's the fairly obvious rock band sounds, but there's also what sound very much like cheap keyboards. There are sound effects at various points, and I often quite like music that has sound effects involved. I don't know what it is about it. There's also occasional use of bongos. I want to be careful that I'm not sure entirely whether it's bongos or congas or a combination of the two. If you really want to know the difference, no, I will tell you the congas are the big ones, the bongos are the little ones that are strapped together and a higher sound. It's not badly played like some lo-fi stuff, so it didn't put me off in that sense. It is recorded in a kind of lo-fi way. And another feature of the playing is that it's often quite loose in terms of the timing. So it's that kind of aspect gives it a different and more garagey, kind of amateur-y feel in that sense. It's simple music, but it's fairly varied. It's mostly not too heavy. There are occasional bits that are a bit fast and kind of feel more like punk or post-punk kind of stuff. The vocals are somewhat unusual. They're quite low in the mix, so it's hard to pick out the words. He's got quite a high voice, and his voice reminds me of a little bit of the guy from Canned Heat from way back in the late 60s, whose name I can't remember, but it's kind of that kind of delivery a bit. Consequently, I'm not really sure what the songs are about, so I haven't picked that up as I've done 2 listens. There's one that I found one song I found instantly recognisable. It's an instrumental, but it's actually based on a classical piece. It's called DJ Shangri-La, and it's an instrumental based on the Moonlight Sonata, but changing the time signature for it, and it's just a little bit of it, and then it stops. Overall, I would say it's okay. I found it mildly intriguing. It's certainly somewhat off the mainstream path. It's not so far off that it's terribly challenging, I wouldn't say. And that's fine. That's a good thing. I found it mildly entertaining. I felt like the band had potential. There was certainly some reasonably interesting stuff being done. I felt like I would have liked it to not be quite so lo-fi. I'm not always a fan of lo-fi. In fact, mostly I'm not. So if it had been better recorded, I might have been drawn more into it. So, as always at this point, I'm gonna invite you to tell me what you think. So please do talk to me through the comments box. And if you're liking what I'm doing, I don't often do this, but you can click that subscribe button and join me on this journey of meeting all these amazing albums as over the next few years, as I hope I keep going. All right, so that's it from me for now.